fix that they did to the initial leak months ago has now failed. Hey everyone, it's been about a week now, so I figured I'd give an update about what's going on with the Monticello tritium leak. Let's do a quick recap first. The Monticello nuclear plant, which is north of Minneapolis, had a tritium spill last year in November, and it was announced at the beginning of March. The spill was about 400,000 gallons, which sounds a lot, but the total amount of tritium that was in that water was equivalent to about a third of a tritium exit sign. And we know from monitoring activities from dozens of wells around the nuclear plant that this spill is isolated to the nuclear plant site and has not made it to the Mississippi or any groundwater wells that are drinking water. In my last video, I mentioned that their temporary fix had failed, which led them to shut down the nuclear plant. So here's the new information. The temporary patch that they had put on to stop that water from getting into the groundwater was actually a catchment underneath the leaky pipe. This catchment would basically redirect that water to where they can collect it instead of it going down into the groundwater. This was a temporary fix until they could fix it during their shutdown in April. This catchment basically failed and overflowed, causing a new spill, which is significantly smaller than the original spill. For the last week, they've been working on repairing that pipe. The initial leak came from a hole about the size of a pencil, and they've cut out that entire pipe and replaced it. That pipe will now be sent to a metallurgy site where they're going to do independent testing on it to find out why did it fail. After cutting out that pipe, they've replaced it, tested it, and now they're actually starting up the reactor. By about midday on March 31st, they'll probably be connected to the grid. So when you're watching this video, they're probably already started up. As of March 29th, over 32% of all of the tritium that they spilled has been cleaned up by pumping the tritiated water out of recovery wells. And when you do the math here, there's about 1/4 of a tritium exit sign worth of tritium left over to clean up.